You have a big black and white dog, giant. I mean, it is so big that it doesn't stay in its cage anymore. Does he know Clifford, the big red dog?
So Clifford, the Big Red Dog movie came out on Paramount Plus and in theaters, and it has Clifford, the beloved Clifford from the books that we used to love as children. And what happens in this movie is there's a little girl named Emily. Well, she's middle school age, and that's kind of the awkward age group. And she starts a new school, and she doesn't have any friends there yet. And her mom has to go away for work, and so her uncle comes and takes care of her. Well, her uncle is just so irresponsible. He loses the keys within the first 5 seconds. He lives in the back of a truck, and he's supposed to take care of this middle school girl. Well, they're walking to school, and they see a tent. It's a circus tent. And
in New York?
Yes, in New York, in Central Park. They decide to go in, and they see a tiny little puppy. Of course, Emily wants it, but her uncle says, no, we can't bring home a puppy. We're in New York. Somehow, that night, the puppy appears in her backpack, and she decides to keep it. And she doesn't tell her uncle. Well, the next morning, it's huge.
It's big.
It's a huge dog. Clifford is lovable. He loves his owner, Emily. He loves Emily so much, and he loves all the people, and he saves people's lives.
Yeah, I love dog movies.
Yeah, so this is a good option for the younger kids. It's about 6 and above, I would say, because it gets maybe a little scary for really little ones, because there's a man who happens to be a villain, right? He owns a corporation that's trying to enlarge everything. So they're trying to enlarge bread, to make bread bigger and last longer, or enlarge all these elements. So he wants to capture Clifford, because Clifford's, is a great example of some huge, large thing. And he can say, this was our dog, and we made this dog be enlarged. So that's the jeopardy in Clifford.
Take a look at the full review at movieguide.org.
I'm getting Clifford out of here. You know how to drive? How hard can it be? I'm grounded for life, aren't I?
You and me both.
Got room for you.